The Doctor Who Alhambra Podcast.
See, if you were a true Doctor Who fan, you'd know this really pointless fact, Liam.
Real Doctor Who fans with real Doctor Who opinions.
Welcome to Doctor Who, the Alhambra Podcast, episode 405. This week, brought to you by Lemsip. Spelt differently because we have to avoid trademarks, but Liam's feeling a little bit poorly. I'm losing my patience because we're 2 weeks into the 6 weeks holidays, and I think Brett's all right. Brett, you all right?
Today's my last day of summer vacation.
No way!
Oh God, I forget you start early because you're weird.
Wow.
Yeah. Starting Monday.
Ooh, are you looking forward to going back to work?
I need the month of June to just have a massive refresh on everything. And you know what? June occurred. Everything is well in the world.
Excellent. Well, it's not well in the world.
I mean, it's not, because the world's
seen...
on fire and we're going through a massive heat wave.
You know what? Everything is well in the world because I can go back to school. I don't care about,
All right,
I don't care if snow's on fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a first world problem that you do need to correct before you go back to school.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Yes, I do. I need to get that watched. I'm very excited. I will tell you, if you have not seen, and I will tell you, as a kid in the 80s, if you've not, I grew up with 3 favorite cartoon shows: Transformers, G.I. Joe, He-Man.
Never watched G.I.
He-Man movie.
No,
you are the second person to say this to me, and I am following your movie advice.
Yes, and you watched The Sheep Detective. So
I watched The Sheep Detectives. I didn't just watch The Sheep Detectives. I loved The Sheep Detectives. I watched it with the kids, and they were like, "Oh, we don't want to watch this, it's rubbish." And within like 20 minutes, they were like, "Oh my God, who did the murder?"
Yeah, but Legion, your kids are always like that. I swear they go, "Oh, this is shit" for the first 20 minutes, and then
it's kids
you just got them hooked.
But then Olivia got like proper hooked into it. She said, "Well, I think he did the murder." Blah 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 blah. And then she was like, "This is my reasoning." Blah blah blah. and then Sebastian got killed, and all 3 of us cried.
Well, do you know who I thought the murderer is? And maybe we shouldn't say this, but I thought the murderer was it Emma Thompson?
Yes, yeah. So do you know what? Olivia said exactly the same thing. She plays the lawyer. And she was like, "Oh, I think it's..." She first thought it was the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She then thought it was Emma Thompson. She then thought it was Caleb, who conveniently, Doctor Who reference here, played by Tosin Cole.
I know.
Wow.
Really?
He actually did a good job. You know,
yeah.
You almost want to blame Chris Chibnall's writing for how wooden he was.
Yeah, you do, because in this he's a villain of the piece, but he's one of the villains of the piece. He's not the murderer, but he's really good in it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a change.
But yeah, really good, really fun film. There's a book series. There's two books in the series.
Huh. Who's it written by?
I can't remember. She's
you know,
Irish.
Also, speaking of book series, that I'm very excited for a second season to occur, or a second movie, is what's his face? Richard Osman wrote the Thursday Night Murder Club.
Thursday Murder Club. But I've not read the book or the film.
Oh, watch the Netflix show. It is so fun. So fun.
Apparently, I think isn't there like 4 or 5 books in the series now or something?
Yeah. Netflix needs to get their butt in gear, making sure, because these actors are old.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. The Burrows. I don't know if you've seen the Burrows. That's another.
No,
series
that
for
is
old
a
people.
need to watch. So
it's good.
I need to watch that one as well.
I am 3/4 of the way through it, and it's really, really good.
Have you still not finished it from like 2 weeks ago?
Finished. You know me, I pick series up and then just never finish them. But I tell you what, I've not watched yet. But when I do get around to it, I am going to love every second of it. My feel good show. Does anybody remember what my feel good show is? Yeah,
it's back on, isn't it?
Believe.
I will tell you, my good. It's not a feel good show. Silo.
Is it good?
Oh, I've heard good things about that.
Yeah. It's I really liked Silo. I feel as though Silo is one of those shows where they're just like, okay, they introduce a main character and you're just like, and then they kill them 2 episodes later and you're like, oh, and then they set up somebody to die and you're just like, well, they almost kind of do a Game of Thrones type of a situation.
Of Thrones kind of thing. Yeah. But I guessing it's better written.
I like it. I mean, my only gripe is the first season, I think, came out in 22 or 23. Then there was a year off, and then the next season came out in 24. And then there was a year off filming it, and then, it's been 26. And so there's so many things that, I actually need the previously on Silo, 5-minute recap because it's been so long since I've seen it.
Yeah. See, I've not watched any Apple TV apart from Ted Lasso.
Slow Horses is really good.
Yeah, and I hear they are just knocking it out of the park.
They are.
But Ted Lasso, genuinely, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
I need to continue watching that because it was a show that I'd started and then stopped, and I need to get back on it.
It's such a good show.
It is pretty good.
And New Scrubs, really enjoyed that, and they fast tracked that, so the next season of that starts in October.
I hear good things about Pluribus as well. That's
Pluribus is meant to be really good.
Yeah.
What's the other comedy that I watched?
Rooster.
I love Rooster. Like genuinely, again, it's warm and fuzzy.
Yeah. There's not enough of sort of warm and fuzzy.
No. And do you know what? I watched it with Olivia. Probably shouldn't have watched it with Olivia, but I watched it with Olivia because she was like, I wonder if there's going to be any of the sex in this week's episode, Dad.
Your daughter, seriously, dude.
We'll find out, Olivia, won't we?
Seriously, you have to do a podcast with Olivia at some point because she just sounds hilarious.
She is hilarious when she's on form, and when she's 1-to-1, and when she's not performing up to people, she's brilliant.
Well, then you should just record her.
Because she'd realise, and then she's. I said it was Cthulhu and Azeroth. She's Cthulhu because she's more threatening.
Oh, right.
Like she is my world. She's absolutely. They're both my world. But if anyone was going to bury you alive in a field, it would be Olivia.
Probably not the best.
She's a mother's daughter. What can I say?
Best framing device. Well, at that point, yeah.
All right. Well,
should we talk some Doctor Who?
I guess in this episode we'll be talking Doctor Who as well as good shows to watch on various platforms and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Blu-rays. Let's talk about Blu-rays.
All right, Brett. Blu-ray release. So previously in previously on in Doctor Who lore and canon and all that other fun stuff, I myself actually withheld the Amazon Day, whatever, massive kind of release specials for the most recent Tom Baker, what is it, series 13? 13? Yeah. I did not pick that up because I'm trying to sit it out until Christmas because I feel as though I could at least save about $10 in that. But in doing so, I was curious as I look at and behold all of my glorious Blu-rays. What do you believe will be the next one? And do you think, because I sold a lot of my DVDs to save room because of, the Blu-rays compared to the whole DVD stuff, one's smaller, others take up multiple shelves. I sold those, did not sell the ones that were noted to have horrible updated AI Tom Baker teeth enhancements and stuff like that. I still have
Sarah Jane's face being an auto.
Yeah. I still have all of those ones that are
that so annoyed me.
Yeah. However, besides those issues, what are your thoughts on future Blu-rays for Doctor Who? And do you think, because it took forever for, I believe, the first season of the Shooty era to hit Blu-ray, And I'm just curious what your thoughts are for season 2, if that's ever how long that's gonna take, because Disney does own it, and Disney is currently trying to not have digital or not physical media. And then how do you think that the whole war against the land and the sea is going to go? Because
so okay.
You've finally got a release date for that.
Oh,
yeah,
do?
you're getting that. You're getting that next year, next January. Apparently, that will probably change.
I did laugh when I read that.
Here's my thoughts on. So obviously in the UK we've got the Blu-rays. We've got the Blu-rays of Land and Sea and Shooty Series 2. We've had them. You guys in America, do you know what? For years, you've got some really nice releases. Look at the full 9th Doctor release, 10th Doctor release. You're now getting 11th, 12th, and 13th Doctor releases. Bit jealous of those. Because we don't have anything like that.
Oh, really?
No. We haven't got anything like that. But I think you will eventually get it. But I think like last time, because you only got season 1, what was it, December last year?
Yeah, something like that.
I think you'll get it maybe this Christmas. Now, in regards to classics, so here's an interesting thing. I noticed, so normally we've had an announcement by now of what the next release is going to be. We normally have like 2 announcements a year. Now, we are running out of classic series for them to release on Blu-ray. I currently only have 1 season on Blu-ray of classic Doctor Who because I had to sell all my limited edition versions because of life reasons. So I've got the standard edition of Series 2 because I love Series 2 because it's got my favourite story ever in, which is Gentlemen.
It is the Time Meddler.
Yeah. So, but they've gone all AI with season 21 and season 13, and it's gone down like a lead balloon.
So it fucking should.
Yeah. So it looks like from rumours on Galley Base and places like that, that they have decided to go back to the drawing board and go back to different sorts of upscaling and things like that. And that from what I understand, this is all heard from the underground grapevine, so none of it could be true. Take it with a pinch of salt. But it looks like they could be following the same pathway as the Blake 7 stuff, which is run by a previous worker in the Doctor Who restoration team. And the Blu-rays were led by another member of the Doctor Who restoration team who is retiring. So it's looking like the guy who's in charge of the Blake 7 stuff is going to be taking over his job. Now, we've only got 2 colour seasons to go. We've got season 16 and we've got season 11.
Yes.
Season 16, personally, one of my favourites, The Key to Time. Season 11 has got, obviously, Planet of the Spiders, Death of the Daleks, dinosaurs.
And the, what is it? The Monster
of Peladon.
Yeah.
And the Time Warrior, first introduction of the song. It's the first introduction of Sarah Jane Smith. Now, it's been 50 years since Sarah Jane. No, it hasn't. I'm telling a lie. That was 2 years ago. But it would be nice to get a celebration of Sarah Jane Smith.
Yes.
So why not release her intro? I think so. Loads of people are like, oh, it's going to be Tom. Then it's going to be. Sorry, it's going to be Tom. It's then going to be John. I think realistically, what they ought to do is release John, then Tom. So season 11, which is a good season, but then go out on a high, which is a Tom Baker one.
Go on
season 16. Then you start focusing on the black and white releases. Now, where hold your horses. When we get to the black and white releases is when it's going to get interesting because we've got missing episodes, and we do still have the animation team working quite quietly behind the scenes of different projects. Currently, the rumours being the Mythmakers, the Smugglers, and also the Space Pirates. These are all rumours. Everything I'm saying here, we are in the realm of fiction and myth and legend. So, if they get the Space Pirates And if they do animate that, I think it could reappraise it, like the animation of the Underwater Menace got people to appreciate the Underwater Menace and realize how much of a fantastic story it is. Shut up, guys. I'm serious.
Okay.
Now, they could do that with the Space Pirates, and, you know, we could get a full assessment of it. But Space Pirates is the only one that we need to get a full season 6.
Well, if they were to do Marco Polo, and again, it's been brought up so many different times because of the costume changes and whatnot, that one's
Same
the
as
heart.
the Highlanders as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That season 1, once Marco Polo is finished, they can
Just release
that one. Season 2, you know, the sad part about season 2 even being released is they had no animation for the Crusades. They just
No, they didn't.
released it, which I think is a massive shame. For season 3, you know, we got Galaxy 4's episodes all done. Depending on, I will tell you, Ian Levine has a fantastic Mission to the Unknown, which constantly gets deleted off of YouTube, probably for copyright purposes and whatnot. But it's so much better using the original audio with the animation compared to what some people have done with AI or what they did with the Celestial Toymaker, which is just, you know, near horror. But then you have the Myth Makers, the Dalek Master Plan, which, you know, now there's more episodes in existence, which oddly, the the Doctor Who YouTube channel had to keep on deleting a couple of these episodes, re-uploading them, and putting them as new. I don't know if it was to get more eyes on it, or if they just did not put enough, like, trigger warnings, like, you know, harm, death, murder, or whatnot is occurring in some of these episodes.
This is really cruel of me, but I've just got this image of somebody in the animation team going, right, it's episode 1 of Dalek's Master Plan. Let's sign that off, send that in. Announced! Dalek's Master Plan, episode 1. Oh, for God's sake! 18 months that took me!
Well, I mean, if they want to be safe, Feast of Stephen will probably no longer exists anywhere. So
greatest episode of Doctor Who ever, Feast of Stephen.
I
hands down, I would say it's an 11 out of 10.
Wow.
Keystone Cops, come on, love it. Z-Cars, who doesn't love Z-Cars with a crossover with Doctor Who?
I've never actually seen Z-Cars. I want to, but...
Well, you know, you're missing out, Liam. Missing out, Brett.
Yeah.
Classic 1950s, 60s, 70s TV show, Z-Cars.
I've listened to the audio version of that. I have the book of Dalek's Master Plan after, you know, because I generally read Dalek's Master Plan at least once a year, and I do enjoy it. But after the first time...
It's 2 books.
Yeah. After the first time, I just stop reading the Feast of Stephen and just continue on. But it does give way to the great trilogy, the Sarah Kingdom trilogy for the Big Finish Companion Chronicles, which I do appreciate. I like that the Feast of Stephen actually, as much as I don't care for it, actually did give and breathe life accidentally into a series for Big Finish, and also the character of Sarah Kingdom.
Yeah.
I mean,
played by the late great Jean Marsh.
Wasn't there a didn't they I can't remember the company, but it was the one that did the they refilmed the A Mission to the Unknown.
Oh, it wasn't a company.
No, it was a school.
It was a university. Yeah. And it's really, really good. I don't know if you watched it.
Oh yeah,
it's really good.
It is good. I think that should be on. I think that should be on the DVD.
I cannot stand that. The amount of zippers that the main character has literally drives me insane. Like, they'll be acting and he'll just kind of walk over to his thing and unzip, you know, up in his like right breast pocket and pull something out. Then, you know, there's something, and then he'll go over to his arm sleeve and unzip that and pull something out. Then he'll go over to his left arm sleeve, unzip that, and then pull something out. What the heck is going on?
I, quite frankly, am offended that you're offended by 40th, fourth millennia fashion choices in the SSS.
Yeah.
You know, Mavic Chen signed off on those suit designs himself.
Oh,
He
okay.
did.
Well,
He did.
if the Guardian of the Galaxy would
is
sign
the
on
guardian
off on
of the
that,
solar
then
system.
who am I?
I know. I hear he's got a wonderful spaceship.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Spa.
The Spa, yeah.
Mm.
Probably,
Speaking of the SSS,
mhm.
Legion, have you finally finished the second SSS release?
No. I'm like half. I listened to I've done this with a couple of box sets. I've listened to the first episode, gone, oh, that was really good. Got halfway through the second episode and gone, oh, ought to go and wash my pants, really.
Are you finding joy in it? Because I'm a hard pass on the whole series.
I get why. Like Liam was like, oh, have you listened to Vord in London? I was like, nope. It was like, why? I was like, because it's got John Colcher as Brett Vian and he's doing a really good Nick Courtney impression. And do you know what? It's really fun. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's just it's Doctor Who silliness, based during the time of the Daleks' master plan, but you don't have. It's proper spy. It's really, really crap.
See, I could do it because the Dalek Master Plan, depending on the day, is my second or first favorite Doctor Who episode of all time, or whatnot. However, I just can't do Mark 7.
Mark 7. Oh, Mark 7, who sounds very much like this. And then you hear him talking in interviews. He very much sounds like that. He does. I would freaking love if Joe.
What's his name? Joe.
But if Joe did. Did Mark 7 using natural? I'm Mark 7. I'm an android. I got super strength and I'm highly intelligent.
You sound like Jethro.
It's the Daleks.
Oh man.
They're going to exterminate us.
What's next? What's next? Christ.
I just love the fact that so clearly this is how much of Mark 7 in a story. You know what happens to Mark 7? He gets reprogrammed. He goes to the side of the Daleks. He gets hit on the head. Anya Kingdom bonks him on the head. He gets reprogrammed again to the good guys. He's like, oh, I'm really sorry. That was a slight corruption in my programming. Well, in the first episode of the second box set,
happens again.
Anya's like, are you all right? He was like, no, thankfully the SSS software updates are sticking and they are now unable to reprogram me. Excellent! We only had, what did we have that he was in? We had Dalek Universe.
4 boxes.
Literally, you got reprogrammed in every single goddamned episode. He's our top crack agent. He's an android. He's infallible. He's on the side of the Daleks. And you say he's got super strength and the strength of 17 men? Bulletproof as well. Guys. And unstoppable by human means. So the only way to turn him off is the tiny red off button that looks like a pimple in the middle of his back, which is armoured. Okay. Somebody's screwed up here. Do we have a failsafe? We do have a failsafe. It's that one red button. Okay. What happens if we hit him on the head?
Knocks him out.
Knocks him out.
Yeah.
Yes, but then we can press the reset button. Yeah, but then he comes back on. He's in Spanish. Yeah, that's true.
Can you imagine that?
If anybody gets that reference, please tell me somebody gets that reference.
No.
Toy Story 3?
It's been forever since I've seen Toy Story 3.
They reset Buzz and he comes back on in Spanish.
That's quite funny.
But no, genuinely, I will finish the box set. Honest to God, I've listened to loads of Big Finish this week. Like more Big Finish. I've listened to more Big Finish this week than I think I have in about time? 4 months. Yeah,
it's been quite a while.
I listened to 4 episodes of Star Cops. The Haunted Windmill. Now, I've not finished the Dalek, the whole storyline from Second Doctor, but I thought, sod it. I'm just going to listen to the Haunted Windmill because it interests me.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the 12th Doctor, 13th Doctor. What else did I listen to? Can't remember.
But apparently, speaking of the 13th Doctor, things are on the Big Finish stuff. The tourist isn't actually dead.
No, apparently not.
She's coming. She is coming back in the next episode, or something, which I found a bit surprising.
Hang on, I've just broken my headphones. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
But I actually binged the 13th Doctor stuff, if you can actually believe it. I did it all the way from Lionesses in Winter up to the Hallamshire incident.
I didn't rate Lionesses in Winter. The first Vampire Weekend I really enjoyed with the chickens. Return of the Doctor, I enjoyed that one.
It was okay. Yeah.
Now you didn't like the Crimson thing.
Crimson.
The one with ghosts in the 1920s. But then I didn't like the two business ones with the one with the tourist in, and then
no, that was a bit weird.
The Hallamshire incident though.
The Hallamshire incident was actually really good.
Really, really good.
Yeah, and it was nice to have Diamandis back. Sorry,
it was, and we've got a new actor for Ice Warriors.
Oh yeah,
it's not Nick Briggs.
Nick Briggs is obviously an Ice Warrior, but we've got another one.
We've got another one. They're growing.
Mark Elstop.
Oh really?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I've not heard his voice since the Prisoner series.
I know. And
no, because basically he's been going and doing like really bad readings of some Warhammer novels, and then they're that bad they get taken off the actual Black Library app and Audible and get re-narrated anyway by like John Banks. It's like, why did you do them?
Wow.
So
that's
yeah.
a bit savage. I always thought Mark Elstop sounded a bit like Paul Darrow when he was doing his Prisoner voice.
Oh,
I am not a number.
I am not a number.
Completely.
I'm a free man.
But he sounds, he sounds nothing like that.
No.
Like his normal speaking voice. Like that's Mark Elstop.
Yeah.
Like, it just sounds like he's a good voice actor. Clearly not a good book narrator, but a really good voice actor.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. He is a fantastic actor, just a terrible narrator.
Yeah, like he plays a copper in with Nick Briggs, obviously, in the Hallamshire incident, and he's really good.
Do you know, it was the first time that I've listened to Nick Briggs doing his quote unquote normal voice in a release, and it
didn't take you out.
He didn't annoy me.
No, I know.
I knew it was him because it's obvious, but it didn't annoy me.
It didn't take you out of the story, which is always a plus.
Yeah, which is quite surprising.
Really is. But anyway, back onto the Blu-rays. So I think it's going to be I don't think this range is going to end now until the early 2030s.
Yeah, that's very true.
We've only got 3 years left of this decade, which is, I'm not saying that out loud again.
Oh, that's frightening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I looking at some of the what needs to be filled in. I think season 1 actually has season 1
needs Marco Polo,
and also season 5 once we get Wheel in Space.
And 6.
And 6 when they get Space Pirates.
Is that actually still coming at Wheel in Space?
Never was confirmed.
Yeah, they only.
So why did they show the bloody 10-minute thing on the?
Because it was a pitch.
Oh, right.
But
okay.
Yeah.
See, if you were a true Doctor Who fan, you'd know this really pointless fact, Liam.
Because let's see. Well, season 4, okay, we need the Smugglers. We got 10th Planet. We got Power of the Daleks. We need the Highlanders. Underwater Menace is
greatest
done.
Story ever.
Moonbase is done. Macroterra is done. Faceless One's done. Evil's done. So all we need is the Smugglers and the Highlanders to complete season 4. So
I find it quite funny that the two that need to be done are the only two historicals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with season 3 is going to be the last one that they do.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we need the myth makers. We need
Master Plan.
Master Plan.
Massacre.
13 episodes. Massacre 4 episodes.
Yeah.
4 pure historical 4 episodes.
Yep.
And well, that's it, because we have the Savages.
Oh, we do, don't we?
So
And the Celestial Toymaker.
and the Celestial,
which
the Nightmare Fuel of the Celestial Toymaker.
I put the Celestial Toymaker on. And I was like, let's watch this, kids. And they went, please turn it off.
Yeah, it's just in that episode's defense, the awful animation does work. Do I wish it was not that? Yes, I do. But it does work for that. I just wish it just looks cheap and very Jimmy Neutron-ish.
I love Jimmy
I like Jimmy Neutron too, but you know what? Do you know what we have now in the 2020s compared to the early 2000s? Better computers.
Yes, yeah. Can't really argue with that.
No.
But we don't have a rocking theme tune that's done by Bowling for Soup.
Yeah.
Huh.
I tell you what, just before we go on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brett. Seeing as you're the only one of us with working eyes,
Mm-hmm.
if you had a choice out of the next episodes to be animated, so let's think about what needs animating: Marco Polo, Massacre, Dalek's Master Plan.
I mean, Master Plan, because of where I fall with my favorite thing. I think it'd be interesting to see, like, they would have to really go out and do a fantastic job of Marco Polo, because to me personally, and we've talked about this before, I find Marco Polo so dull.
I listened to it. When did I listen to it?
Yeah,
Year.
we've talked about this before, and because we have a disagreement, because the one script that I can't think of who that guy did, he did the it was a Lost Stories. It was one of the first Doctor Lost Stories that they did. It was on the same
Fragile Yellow Arc of Fragrance.
No, it's on the same set as that one, but it's the first one.
Farewell, Great Mastodon.
Yes, that is fantastic.
Not listen to it.
Farewell, Great Mastodon.
Yes, you have, because
No.
that's the very first story with John Dorney in it.
Yeah, and I've not listened to it.
Oh,
I've listened to the Fragile Yellow Arc of Fragrance. That's
really
a
good one.
That's
That
a good
is a
story.
really good one.
That's it's proper hardcore sci-fi before Doctor Who even knew what Doctor Who was.
it's
gonna be.
short but good, isn't it?
Oh,
Which is quite
what's the
surprising.
really bad one? The really it's a high sci-fi concept, but it's just terrible.
Let's see.
Can you be a bit more specific?
It's a first Doctor one. Ian, Barbara, Susan.
Let's see. Let me just check this.
Was it the one that was going to be in place of the Daleks?
Yes.
Lux.
Masters of Luxor.
Luxor.
I didn't mind the Masters of Luxor. I thought that was a really, like you said, you described it perfectly. A really high concept series. Let's see.
I found it quite dull.
I could see that. I could see. All right, so let me just go through this. So,
speaking of missing stories, Legion. The thing you told me, which I found very interesting.
The thing that I told you. So, when Terrance Dicks, God rest his soul, since he's died, I have avoided doing my terrible Terrance Dicks impression.
you've avoided, but you haven't stopped it either.
Exactly. Because
You know what?
it's great. Anyway, carry on.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Uncle Terry, come out to play.
Well, I think that's really, really kind of you, Legion. I know, no, it's really insulting. Yes, that's right. You shouldn't make fun of the dead now, should you, Legion? So I told Barry, I'm going to write these scripts, and they're going to be really good scripts.
Scripts.
But then Barry really took the piss and said, but Terrance, they need to have 17 R's in them. And I was just able to say perfectly then, but then he put it in a word. And I can't say words.
Still got me at squicks.
I love just to preface this. I genuinely, I absolutely flipping love Terrance Dick's books.
Oh, so do I.
And I love Uncle Terrance.
Well, and impressions or comedy is the greatest form of flattery. So
Absolutely.
Yep.
Genuinely. But no, I found this really. I just saw it. I was just farting around. I couldn't sleep, and I was looking around. And no, that can't be true. And then, lo and behold, the next day it turned up on the merchandise guide. The Terrance Dick scripts have been handed into a university where Simon Guerrier has been set up as head archivist of them, I believe. And next January and March, we are getting 2 Target novelizations from Uncle Terrance's scripts.
That's almost needs to be an instant automatic pre-order.
Are you ready for them, Brett?
Yes.
Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
The 6 Doctors.
Oh.
I think you've just met Brett Cum, I think.
Now I think I can't. It's Vampire something. It's either
Vampire
Strain.
Vampire Mind, isn't it?
It's either Vampire Mind or Vampire Strain. I can't. It's Vampire something, but it's the story
that was supposed to be the second one in E-Space.
Yeah, that became State of Decay.
Mm-hmm.
And that is written by Mark Platt. I think.
That's probably going to be the final Mark Platt story, because he says he's so done. He's done with Doctor Who, apparently.
He's done with Big Finish.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, I feel bad, but at the same exact time, like the quality that he was pumping out near the very end was.
I mean, what was his last story? Can anyone remember?
It was one of the Philip Hinchcliffe ones, I believe.
Yeah, it was the 4th volume. You loved it, Brett. It was the
no. Wasn't there one that came out after that?
No.
I feel as though I'm just gonna double check Mark Platt, but I feel as though
no, because the final one was the Gods of Phantom or something, in which you love. It was so bad.
That was so bad. It was fantastic.
Was that the one based on Scotland that you made me listen to?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was god awful.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Terrible.
That was like really, really bad. That was one. I
think that is the last Doctor Who script that he did, according to Big Finish's website. Let me just double check all the cast and crew and all that other fun stuff. I believe. So he did do Space 1999. Those were his last ones that he did. The last one he did was Volume 3 of Space 1999, which came out in 2023.
Yeah.
And it looks like that's the last work that he's done with Big Finish.
Speaking of, I need to contact Big Finish, because on the phone, when you order stuff, I can't change the currency from US dollars to GBP.
Wow.
And as a result, I can't pay via Apple Pay.
Oh wow, that's weird.
Because it basically goes, there's been a problem, and so I could contact them about that.
So, but yeah, that's interesting. So one of the last things that Mark Platt will be doing for Doctor Who is going to be these Terrance Dick's.
He's doing one. Simon Guerrier is doing the 6 Doctors.
Wow. Yeah,
but
but
really
both of those are going to be pre-orders.
Oh, Brett. Also, the Paradise of Death has finally come out as an audio novel.
Oh, interesting.
The full novelization. So, and it does say 1 on the release.
Yes, they're going to be doing the Ghost of End Space.
So I don't know what they're actually classed as.
Everyone's looking forward to the Ghost of End Space.
I didn't mind the Ghost of End Space. It was okay. But Paradise of Death was better.
I didn't mind the Ghost of End Space. I loved it.
But no, I did like the little nods to International Electromatics in the 13th Doctor stuff that
yes,
they dropped as well.
There's what I was going to say is there's a spin-off novel call in the Lethbridge Stewart thing, which is really sad that they didn't do audio novels of them, called The Vaughan Identity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is about Tobias Vaughan back.
And they also mentioned about, I think, doesn't Lucy Wilson also come up against him as well or something? Yeah. Which is interesting because there's a whole series of novels that we haven't got, but I think that's about it for sort of Doctor Who. Oh, there's been a Blake Seven.
The Blake
anthology.
Seven. Oh, what's it called?
Revenge of the Mutos and Other Stories.
Yes, it's from the annual.
I didn't even know that there was one.
Apparently, there's 3.
So,
and then if we're talking about Big Finish, we do have the news of the Return to Zorro,
the Legacy
box set, and
Legacy of Zorro.
Yeah. Didn't you? Well,
which is interesting because I didn't realize it until I actually read the press release. It does say that it actually continues from the Antonio Banderas movies, which is interesting.
I feel like you're not doing Antonio Banderas unless you say his name
Antonio
properly.
Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah. But no, I think that's interesting. So,
it me?
Go on.
Am I just wanting more stuff, or is it a shame that they did Tom Baker at 80 and then this is Colin Baker and we don't have a Sylvester McCoy, we don't have a Peter Davidson, we don't have a Paul McGann.
Do you know who'd be a really good one?
Who?
A Chris Eccleston interview, like a no holds barred Chris Eccleston interview.
I don't even know if that would be allowed to get released to you.
Well, his autobiography is really good.
True.
Well, yeah, but,
true. But
I don't know because of it'd be interesting because of how some of the stuff is controversial, and they only have, generally most of these interviews are about a little over an hour. But
they did Benjamin and Baxter as well.
That was a good.
They
release.
did. They did. I forgot about that.
Well, do you know what I want a Big Finish to do? I want them to do a no holds barred interview with JB.
Ooh, they won't have JB back.
You know who I'd like is, it'd be great to get some of, Jeffrey Beavers, just some of these other people, because, Jeffrey Beavers married to, what's her name?
Carolyn John.
Yeah. Carolyn John. And just to kind of get some of these other people, because again, the cast is not getting any younger.
No. Well, look at Peter Davison. He's 75.
I know.
That's the point. Is Daisy Ashford? Is Daisy Ashford Jeffrey Beaver's daughter?
Yes. His and Carrie John's daughter.
Okay.
Just like Sadie Miller is Liz Sladen's daughter.
Yeah. And I think her husband was Tom somebody, wasn't it? I'm drawing a blank. But
Miller.
Tom somebody.
I know. I just remember because I think I was listening to a Big Finish interview and I think Sadie was talking about it. Do you know she's actually a really big gamer?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess with that, going to one thing of Doctor Who to another, how about we take a look? This article came out. Actually, never mind. I'm not going to do that one. Let's talk about circuit breakers, because I was listening to a classic Doctor Who Alhambra Podcast episode, I believe 297 or so, and we were massively discussing the failures of Doctor Who Doomsday. I, famously got kicked out of the Big Finish listeners group for just clicking the laugh-a-face emoji.
The laughy face. Oh, God, that's what caused it. Yes!
Yeah. I was listening to it the other day, a classic episode, and I was just laughing just at the insaneness of the whole thing. And then it was just like, well, wait, I wonder what the heck is going on with this whole circuit breakers thing with this group, because again, Big Finish, Doctor Who fans, and I've looked this up previously, we've also talked about circuit breakers on a couple of occasions, but it just seems to be a multimedia kind of cash grab. We've already had 2, I would say, possible flops.
No.
And-
Not possible. Definite.
Well, I say possible because the last time we talked about it, you kept on trying to get the Time Lord Victorious's back, and we're making excuses for the whole thing. And
well, I wouldn't have minded, but they never released the main 2 novels in audio. If they'd done that, I could have forgiven it.
Well, but then you would have wanted the comics in audio too, and so anyway. So I was thinking about this, and that's why I asked you to check out the Big Finish listeners group, and I appreciate that you sent me a screenshot of the whole thing. I went to the Big Finish audios group, and again, we've already talked about circuit breakers before, and we're not really invested in this. I believe you guys were invested kind of in the Time Lord Victorious. However, the more it got drawn out, the more things started happening, the more required reading, the more required, playing the video games, the less you were in. And so when it came to Doomsday, I know Liam, I believe, was pretty much out. And we even talked about it famously that, and one of the people that were getting the Doctor Who Doomsdays back was complaining about, well, people don't like it because the trailer was awful.
It was. Damn awful.
But the defense was, don't judge a book by its trailer. And it's like, I will, because that's what you're trying to get me to, invest in. If you're going to have a crappy trailer, what do I believe in your product? It's going to be crappy. And so I've been kind of curious about this because we've previously talked about this numerous times, as well as the previous episode when we talked about the Fugitive Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, which, again, if you want to hear thoughts on that, go to our previous episode, 404, audio file found. But it's really quite interesting because on the Big Finish audio group, we have this. Not for me. And then in somebody else, I think the other multimedia projects failed. Doing another one doesn't feel smart, especially at this time. Like, enthusiasm for the show is at an all-time low.
Mm-hmm.
We have another one in here that says, seems like the BBC did not learn their lesson with Time Lord Victorious or Doomsday, hoping the controversial Doctor Who will regenerate revenue for them. First off, bad pick, not trying to throw shade on Joe Martin, but the fandom just is not right where it needs to be for this release. Some people are saying, still angry about Time Lord Victorious. Big Finish promised that if you just got the audios, you'd still get the story, and that was an untruth.
Completely. Yeah.
And then, again, not another multimedia event. Some people say it'll be great. Another person said flogging a dead horse at this point. Another person says, I don't like the multi-format approach.
Nope.
And then it just says, this person says, just hired an indie company to make a Doctor Who game. One game, sell that game, make money off that one game, make another game, repeat prior steps in that order. It is not that difficult.
Again, agree.
And so Legion sent me this screenshot of the Big Finish listeners group because, again, I got kicked off because the admin made a threat to everybody, and I just did the laugh-a-face emoji to his threat, and for that, I was kicked off. And so I have no idea what's going on, and so through the screenshot, I can see that somebody said, am I the only one a tad put off by the fact that this is the series finale and have no real desire to catch up on everything else, no matter how standalone this might be? And then, reacting to that, you're not alone. This is Legion. I think we've been bitten way too many times by bad multimedia stories. And then somebody else, unless they do a previously on, I'm not sure how people can catch up. I'm always thrilled for a good story read by Dan Starkey, though. And then the final person was the unit website has a lot of tie-in posts that can give you the gist of what's going on without experiencing the stories themselves. So there's more free content for there than in past multimedia things, which again, I remember when the Doctor Who Doomsday came out, Liam, I don't know where you found out who was trying to hunt Doom or whatnot, but you just basically didn't participate in much of anything and then just said, do you want to know who it was? And I said yes. And then you told me it was the receptionist at the very beginning of the story.
Which
did we lose Legion?
Maybe.
No, Legion's here.
Oh okay.
Yeah. But no, yeah, it was a really. That was just so bad.
Yeah, Doomsday was. It's a shame because Seuss Kempner is quite a funny comedian.
I haven't seen any of her stand-up, so I can't comment.
Oh, find her stand-up; it's pretty good.
Right. Okay.
It's very Nouvelle Vogue. But yeah, no, I think she's quite funny. I just think, I think she played it too camp, and I know we're talking about Doctor Who here.
Yeah, but there's camp, and then there's it's just overacted, isn't it? It's just
like even Colin Baker on A Bad Day in 1985 would have gone, whoa.
Yeah, bit much, guys. Rein it in.
Babe and the Butcher. Fucking no.
Oh yeah, but dude, he was so loving that role. He was just eating scenery, you could tell.
So Babe and the Butcher is the city at the edge of
Forever.
Yeah, because City at the Edge of Tomorrow is Star Trek, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And the City at the Edge of Forever is on season 3, and season 3 is out on Blu-ray in November.
Season 3, I thought. Oh, sorry, I'm getting confused with Brian Blessed in season 1. Ignore me.
Yep.
Again, eating scenery, but I mean that's just.
Oh, he is not just eating scenery; he is like demolished BBC Centre.
Yeah.
I was rewatching the Flash Gordon movie, and oh my word, Brian Blessed is just like, you could just tell he is having fun, doesn't care about anything. And part of me wonders if he even was reading scripts or he was just making stuff up.
Probably making stuff up. I mean, that sounds like Brian. But like,
I stand by this opinion. His autobiographies,
they're great,
narrated by him.
They're great.
Are two of the best autobiographies I have ever read by anyone ever.
Oh yeah. Like if you like generally like, you know. They should be on like, you know, like a feel good kind of list of things to read just because, you know, like because they're just so funny and just so zany,
warm.
Yeah, and like I would love to have Brian Blessed's outlook on life, because if I was like I'd be great, because he's just so nuts.
We're going on a complete tangent here, but I love the fact that he was at 76 years of age. You know, he's nearly 90 now. 76 years of age, he was training to become the oldest man in space.
Yep, and he almost made it.
He announced it on the news,
and his wife was like,
and his wife, up until this point, had no idea he was training for it.
No.
She just thought he was training to do high intensity exercise, which, you know, he's nuts and he liked to do. And so he announced this thing, basically went, oh yeah, I'm going over to
he announced it on BBC Breakfast.
Yeah, he was like, I'm going over to Kazakhstan next year. They're going to fire me up in a rocket and go into the ISP, the ISS even, and then I'm going to come down. And then they went on a break. And they came back and they were like, we're really, really sorry, but Brian Blessed has been told by his wife he's not allowed to do that.
And if he does it, she's going to divorce him.
She's going to divorce him.
And he apologised to Hilda on air, didn't he? Yeah. It's great. Like, only Brian Blessed.
Yeah.
Do you know him and Patrick Stewart went to the same school and trained at the same theatre school?
Yes, and Peter O'Toole.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So with that, we're going to go to just one discussion about Chris Chibnall this is something that came out in 2025, but because of the RTD Part 2 downfall, and also some of our probably still working through the Chris Chibnall era situation, I think it's fun to talk about it. And I think I saved this as a means to talk about it on the podcast, and it never happened. So, in an interview for BBC News, former showrunner of Doctor Who, Chris Chibnall, talks about how he is actually proud of his era of the show and was totally fine with the mixed reactions he received.
I call bullshit, just saying.
There's still more, but...
It's still cool bullshit.
I think, do you know what? Love him or hate him, I think Chris Chibnall is at a point now in his life where he doesn't look back at it. He would never go back to Doctor Who. He said this. I think he looks back, he went, yeah, do you know what? I did this, but, you know, I got paid for it, so screw you guys.
Yeah.
And you cannot fault him for that view.
No, that's very true.
Did you see the thing from Moffat about him posting about the fact that he feels that if the BBC decide to actually reboot the show, it will be a massive mistake, which I agree with.
Chibnall said the same.
At least we fandom can agree with Chris Chibnall on that fact right there.
Mm-hmm.
The interview says, I'm so proud of the stories we told and the people we worked with, and of Jodie's Doctor and the companions and all the writings we brought in and the things that we did to the show that were new. He also talked about the criticism of casting Jodie as the 13th Doctor, saying, we knew that it was going in. You don't cast the first female Doctor if you're thinking you're not going in and just do the same that has been done before, which again, at the time, we had no qualms. I've said this famously. People are going to like her because she's a good good doctor, or they're not going to just because they believe that it is, you know, a woman and it can't be good. But then again, you're going to have the people that will accuse those people of saying you're only saying it because she's a woman, not meaning it, or that they will mean it. And so it's a double-edged sword, but at least we can say, and I've been looking at the Big Finish website for the 13th Doctor, because me and Liam recorded a podcast a little ages ago when the first 13th Doctor era show came out, and the first episode, or the first story, received for their news and notable awards, had about, I swear, 12 or so, and it looks like they've deleted a couple of them because, you know, me and Liam found that they accidentally doubled a couple of them or whatnot, but they had about 12 or so reviews from the reviews and award tab. Now, I've gone through all of them up to current day, and there's only one of them that people have discussed and, you know, for, you know, awards and stuff like that. And that is the 13th Doctor, and it's Aegis. And the reviews for this one, and this is why I bring this up, is the reviews for that one says Jodie Whittaker gets to be empathetic, defiant, and indignant as the Doctor. Another Doctor Who magazine says it's an intricate tale of empire-toppling gymnastics, which further adds to the series' growing tally of smash hits. And then SFX magazine says the story continues to do good work with Yaz, who's becoming far more fleshed out as a character on audio. Now, I go back to that article because, again, we've talked about this numerous times, and Chris Chibnall says that he got criticism for casting Jodie, and again, I believe he did, but when we can actually point to Big Finish's release and people actually praising Jodie as a good doctor, that Yaz actually is good, you just actually, have to build up to character development instead of just, possibly bad CGI, and then using gymnastics from circus world that they went to get out of a horrible situation. It just leads to, and then of course there's space plumbing, but it just leads to the fans just hating you for your bad era. It had nothing to do really with Jodie. It had all to do with the man in charge with the plan.
See, it's really, really annoying with the 13th Doctor because series 1 was crap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first episode that we got her introduction was pretty good, and then it just dropped off a cliff. Rosa was all right, but I think that's the best we can really say.
Mm-hmm.
Series 2, now I really enjoyed Spyfall. Oh, and Villa Diodati, but the whole preface of the Timeless Child was introduced in that. Series 3, I think, is when Doctor Who started getting pretty good. I think it was getting there. It's just COVID shat on everyone's hopes and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I am glad Big Finish has got the torch for the 13th Doctor, though. They're going to do, and they are doing what they did for, for fuck's sake, they are doing for Jodie what they did for Colin, which is, making them better.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the people on this classic Doctor Who Facebook page, the person who posted this tried to, get Chris's back, basically saying Chris is such a Chad for not letting the backlash and the hate affect him. And
what an insult!
He was just happy to have it done and did the best that he could with Doctor Who. And in my personal opinion, I think he did a great job. It's not perfect, but it's good. And then you have people in the comments just saying he nearly managed to totally destroy the franchise on a permanent basis. Somebody else said it's a bit like smearing dog poop on the Mona Lisa and being proud of how they improved it. And just on and on. The man destroyed Doctor Who. It seems like the type who just wouldn't care. I feel a lot of people say I feel bad that Jodie got cheated because the writing was horrible. And again, I think that is where a lot of fandom really needs to go and get Jodie's back. Is we really don't. I mean, she was cheated. Now the question is she somebody who can carry a series, or is she a good side character? I don't know that because she was not the main character in Churchill.
This is the stupid thing with Jodie Whittaker. They went, we're going to have our first woman Doctor. What about companions? I think if it's the first woman Doctor, we only have one companion. No! We're going to have a lovable older man. We're going to have a younger wooden cardboard cutout man.
Who is jacked, and it will have a disability, but it only will come out when we need it to come out. Otherwise, he doesn't have a disability.
Or remember. We need to remember. And then we'll have Yaz, who she's going to be our token young girl. Series 3 comes around. What if she's a lesbian? Yes. There we go. How many episodes have we got left until she regenerates? 1. Right, yeah. Lesbian all along.
I still think Yao should have been the Doctor. I think that would have been Mandip
Gill
should have been the Doctor.
Mandip Gill would have been awesome.
I disagree.
Mandip Gill is such a geek. Like, she's so awesome.
I think, well, okay. I think the person who was not cast as the Doctor was the guy from Flux. Was it Jacob Anderson or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Who was on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I thought he was fantastic, and you could tell he was a Doctor Who nerd at heart.
Yeah. And we had Captain Jack back in the 13th Doctor era. And I can be angry at Chris Chibnall But he did bring my man back to me. And then my man got, cancelled for something that happened nearly 20 years ago.
Yep.
And they destroyed him, and I am really angry about this fact. If you listen to the interviews that he's done on,
I need to listen to that. I
Michael
have been
Rosenbaum.
have been going down the podcasting / YouTube dark hole pit, whatever, of Brent Spiders and what's his face name dropping. What's his name? The guy that played Riker.
William Frakes.
Jonathan Frakes.
Jonathan Frakes.
Yeah, Jonathan Frakes. It's like called Franks and Spiders name dropping, and they interview so many. It is such a fun podcast YouTube show. I have been meaning to listen to Michael Rosenbaum's, that one, as well as the one with what's her face that played Chloe from
Mack.
Smallville. I need to listen. I need to listen to both of those, but I've just been down this fun rabbit hole of the Jonathan Frakes and Brett Spires.
I didn't realize Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner were friends.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is a really fun podcast. Would recommend.
I do like my interview podcasts. Now, I found out something about my stepdad the other day that my stepdad's been in my life for over 2.5 decades now. And I walked in the other day to find him binging Smallville.
Oh.
And he's such a serious man. Like sci-fi, fantasy, and things like that is just a no-go.
And then he's binging Smallville.
Unless it's Smallville or Lucifer. Which he absolutely... I think he's watched Lucifer about 5 times, start to finish. And yeah, he really likes Smallville. I was like, did you know that she was in a cult? And he was like, oh, she always seems such a nice girl as well. I was like, yeah. What? He was like, what kind of cult? And I was like, sex cult. And he went, yeah, I can see that actually.
Oh dear.
Can we all agree that the beginning of Smallville theme song is one of those really, like, I never fast forward to it.
Somebody save me. Yes.
Also,
by, oh God, who's it by?
I knew I could get you to sing on the podcast.
You don't need to get me to. I'll sing it. Anything. Come on. I sang some REO Speedwagon earlier. Any other? Let's do some classic Meatloaf.
All right. Well, I guess if we don't have anything else for the Chris Chibnall era and whatnot, let's go to your guys' review. Since we're actually doing a Big Finish review, by the next time we do this podcast, I will have listened to the 13th Doctor. I believe it is episode 7, featuring everybody's favorite detective, D.I. Menzies.
D.I. Menzies. She isn't D.I. Menzies anymore.
Oh.
She's Detective Superintendent.
Ooh. So, what are you guys going to be reviewing?
Well, today, Matthew. That's a Stars and Rise reference. You won't get that.
Okay.
It's all right. So, Liam, now I don't know if you knew this about Liam, Brett, but when Liam wants you to listen to something, he will incessantly nag you about it. And he like the tide, he will grind you down.
No,
he will grind you down until you eventually go, if I listen to it, will you shut up? And he goes, yes.
I think it's funny that you will allow that to happen, because if he started doing that to me, I would just be like, oh, hey, I'll get this done when you listen to the, X or so.
Yeah, so this is the point. Mm-hmm. So he was like to me, listen to Star Cups, you'll really enjoy it. You'll really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Legion, you'll really enjoy Star Cups. Star Cups, it's really good. You'll really enjoy it. You'll really enjoy it. You'll really enjoy it. So I listened to the first box set about 6 months ago now. Yeah, about 6 months ago now. Do you know what, Brett? I really fucking enjoyed it. And I went to him, really enjoyed that. He was like, "Oh, you need to do the next one." And this is Mother Earth Part 2 I needed to do. And he was like, "You need to do it." I've not done it. I'm not doing it. He was like, "Well, come on, get it done." I was like, Have you done 12th Doctor? Because 12th Doctor's been released. It's been released weekly. And like I said to Liam, I love the fact it's being released weekly. It gives me something to look forward to on a Wednesday. I'm going through it week by week. And he was like, "Oh, no, I'm gonna wait until the box set." And I went, genuinely, I think you need to listen to the 12th Doctor Adventures week by week. And then not this week's episode that's just gone, which was Wings of Steel, but the one before, The Beautiful and the Damned, was released, and it ends on an absolutely cracking cliffhanger. And I went, if you listen to that in one fell swoop, you are going to spoil it for yourself. Genuinely, listen to the episodes that you've got now, and then when the episode comes out, listen to it after the fact. Give it time to let the cliffhanger sink in. And he went, I will do that if you listen to Mother Earth Part 2. This was last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
By last Sunday, I had listened to Mother Earth Part 2. Do you know what the worst thing about Mother Earth Part 2 is? Liam, do you know what the worst thing about Mother Earth Part 2 is?
That it ended?
I really, really fucking enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've started the novel, but the novel that comes between that and Mars.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
I don't know if I can listen to this because I really enjoyed the box set. Like, it was nice. It was police procedural in space.
Yep.
It was police procedural.
Mm.
And it was in space.
Yeah. Oh, and I just love the comment about Davis's thing about a bomb. Oh, if in doubt, twat it.
If in doubt, twat it. Yeah. And do you know what? it's not just police procedural in space. It's basically the Sweeney in space.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Which I don't know if you know what the Sweeney is, but it was a very famous 70s cop show in the UK. And it was crime of the week. Right, boys, what we're going to do? Well, we're going to go in there. We're going to go twat them, and then that's what we're going to stop the drug dealers. Right, let's go do that. Then. And off they go in the car. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do. And then they twat bad guys and they put them in jail and come back to the next adventure.
It's basically our version of Starsky and Hutch, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it is. But that's basically what Star Cops is. Only this time there's a terrorist group who basically say we should never have left the Earth. It's quite scientifically accurate.
Yep.
And it's just
well written.
It's really well written. It's really good. It's got actors in it that, like, I'd never heard of any of the main Star Cops cast. And then they've got Raki Thakra in it playing one of the coppers, who she doesn't do it anymore because she got famous. It's got Philippe Olivier in it, who I really like Philippe Olivier. Obviously, he played Hex, and he'd not done anything for Big Finish for years. And then he's one of the main coppers in Star Cops.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a freaking police procedural from the 1980s, recorded in the 2020s, in space.
Mm.
It's moon cops on the moon.
Yeah.
And it has no right to be as good as it is. And there's political intrigue, there's lots of bombs. Lots and lots of bombs.
Yeah, lots of bombs. There's quite a few bombs, isn't there?
There's a copper who is just so inappropriate, it's unreal.
But he's played so well by Trevor Cooper.
He's played so well by Trevor Cooper, yeah. And he's like, if he was in any modern police force, he'd be sacked for grossing.
I just love the fact that he's had 6 wives.
6 wives. And it's like whenever they leave him, they're like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, just watching porn.
Yeah, it's great. It's so funny.
What? And it's like, oh yeah, we keep him around. Why do you keep him around? He's a horrible person. Yeah, he's a horrible person, but he's good at his job. Good copper.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I like. It's so schlocky. It has no right being as like. It only lasted for 1 season on TV.
7 episodes.
6 episodes. It has no right being as good as it is. I know I've said this about 30,000 times now. It's a freaking police procedural in space.
Written by Andrew Smith.
Written by Andrew Smith, who is an ex-police officer.
So you know it's going to be kind of good.
Showrun originally by
Chris Boucher.
Who
did Blake 7.
Yeah, who did Blake 7. He's so good. It's so good. It's so bad, but it's so good. And I genuinely need to listen to like the novel and the series and carry on with it because it is. It's really and Philip Olivier is playing like an openly gay copper, which but he's mainly teamed up with the really brash, inappropriate copper, who is like the biggest homophobe known to man.
But it works.
But they are the best. Like they're paired off as partners, and they work so well together. And it's like Davis, who's the really off, like really inappropriate copper. Like by the end of Mother Earth, proper like loves Paul, who's Philip Olivier's copper. Like that, it's like a proper bromance, and it's like Paul almost dies in one of the episodes by getting sucked out of an airlock and his spacesuit splitting. And Davis, as a present, takes him gay porn, which I think is hilarious.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And he's just like, he's like, do you think that's really appropriate as a work present from the whole team? He was like, well, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know, but if you don't want it, I'll take it back, get my money back. And he just goes, no, you take it yourself. He's like, it's not my bag, but thanks. But it's, I can't sell it enough. It's so.
What I like about it is it's very real.
Yeah, it's real, but it's a police procedural in space. And it's cops going after the bad guys. And, rather than police chases, it's moon buggy chases.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
also what's good as well is it's not predictable. Like you can't always figure out who the main bad guy is.
No, and there's an episode where Sarah Sutton is playing a terrorist. But, when you're like, well, this is Nyssa. Lovable, cute as a button Nyssa of Traken. And she just plays really well. And I can't believe I'm going to say this. Liam wore me down, but I really am thankful that I listened to it. Now, by the time I'd finished it, Liam hadn't listened to the 12th Doctor Adventures, which I very disappointed him.
I had to listen to the first one.
Oh, so you lied to me. So, anyways, I've waxed lyrical about a police procedural in space. Liam, what's your opinion on the 12th Doctor Adventures?
Yeah, I was a bit unsure of the first story, because it felt like something was not missing, but it felt like I was just missing something. So it did take me a couple of tries to listen to it, but yeah, when I finally did it, it was good. Really liked the second story.
Yeah, archaeologists and a giant robot from the dawn of time.
What was it called? The Amber...
the Lonely Man.
Amber Giant or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Amber Giant, yeah.
And the Broken Man was the name
Broken
of the story.
Man, that's the one.
Which I suppose is also also pun, well, not pun, but also a way to describe Ash at that point.
Ash is such a broken character.
Yeah.
I love Ash as a companion.
But the third story, I don't... As you say, good cliffhanger. But I don't quite understand, because they didn't really... I must have missed some of the details. So they were changing people through
so
this.
if you don't understand it, I would suggest you go back and listen to it, because it's a connotation on beauty and social
Oh
media.
yeah, no, I got that, but it was just I swear, because there was a bit where you hear somebody die horrifically, and it's like, how did they die? Like, was it just that they were just being changed at a cellular level or something?
Yes.
Or?
So basically, the thing that turned people beautiful, if you have too much of it, turns you into a porcelain statue.
Yeah. Hmm. But yeah,
but it changes your DNA. But the whole allegory on social media is basically rotting our brains, and that, you know, people are just out there looking to become the most beautiful people around and get the most clicks. It was basically Dot and Bubble without the racist undertones. Which, don't get me wrong, Dot and Bubble was a really good story, but Beauty and the Damned. It was basically, you know, we're getting people addicted to social media and beauty treatments to make more money for the rich and make the rich grow richer and the poorer grow poorer. And ugly people, we're just going to take them and we're going to kill them, but we're then going to turn them into our own ideals of what we want from, you know, we're going to make sure that they're dead, but we're going to turn them into their perfect form of beauty, and we can just admire what they could have been, which is really dark. But have you listened to the 4th episode yet?
No.
So the 4th episode, the drug. So there's a throwaway line in episode 3, which basically says, we're selling this drug to Brother Mendar, and we're sending all this thing to Brother Mendar. And Brother Mendar features quite heavily in Wings of Steel, which brings back a Doctor Who villain of yesteryear. And things for the 12th Doctor and Ash by the end of episode 4 are never going to be the same again.
And do you know what I also like about the 12th Doctor stuff? And I wonder if they're going to have this in the actual box set. But I like that. I like the next time bits.
Yeah, the next time bits at the end of the episodes. It's because it's released weekly. I've got something to listen to every Wednesday without fail. You know, I know Doctor Who, the 12th Doctor Adventures come. I think this release schedule is great. Now, I do agree with what people are saying in the fact that you can buy episode 1 and then you can buy the box set, but you can't buy, you know, if you buy the box set, it doesn't take the price of episode 1 if you've already bought that off, and you can't buy the episodes individually. I get where people are coming from in that, but they've been moaning about it, and people have been like, oh, well, how do they expect us to buy something? And, you know, we don't know what it is. And I made a comment on someone's post by going, we're Doctor Who fans. We've been doing that with Big Finish for the past 28 years.
Yeah.
You know, they announce something, we go, ooh, click.
Yeah, exactly.
But genuinely, I love this series. I like Ash as a companion. I like John Culshaw as the 12th Doctor. It goes to some really, really dark places.
Yeah, it does.
And it's only going to get darker because...
Well, it's all going to come to a head next week, isn't it, apparently, in Duty of Care.
Ash fails the test.
The test?
Yes. Every companion the Doctor has, the Doctor holds them to a high esteem. Ash fails the test. But I like Ash. I hope we get more with Ash. I don't know if we will, because of the ending of episode 4.
Perfectly timed clock.
I know, I couldn't have done that better if I tried. But no, genuinely, I'm seeing a name on Big Finish releases, and when I see his name, I'm thinking that is going to be an excellent release. Alfie Shaw.
No, yeah, he is. Because Alfie Shaw is doing a lot with the short trip stuff, isn't he? Still.
Yeah, he's also the showrunner for the 11th Doctor Adventures, which I
That's it.
still need to listen to. I've listened to season 7V, obviously, but I need to listen to the new ones with Helena Fong.
Good.
But he's also showrunner of the 12th Doctor Adventures, and I cannot enthuse enough how good it is.
And do you know what also has really grown on me as well is actually the 12th Doctor theme.
Yeah. But just the reveal of the monsters in episode 4 is incredible. And then the way the Doctor solves it, again, incredible. And then it's just. And then the final line is from a character that isn't in the story, but is written to throughout the story by Brother Mendar. And when you're like, because he sends a letter before the end of the story, basically telling everything's fine, nothing's going to go bad, you're going to see me soon. And the final 2 minutes is a letter from the person replying to him. And we're like, this is just it packs a punch, and it's the recovery that the 12th Doctor needed after the death of River Song. Because obviously he knows after the end of the Husband of River Song that she's going off to her death.
Yeah.
And it literally the second death takes place directly after that, and it literally push story wise. But I really like this release model. I love the fact that we've got something week by week we can listen to, and then they're releasing it as a box set at the end of it. So you can binge it if you want, but I think that's wrong.
That's what they used to do with the Fourth Doctor series. You could either piecemeal it one episode at a time, or you could do the whole 4-part thing, and then they did part A, part B for the year. But and I like the way that Big Finish used to do stuff. You used to look forward to the next release. Just dropping it all in one box set, you binge it and you have to wait for, for another Doctor or another thing to come out. If you're doing a 6th Doctor, you need to wait about 5 more months for, part B to come out. Whereas if they would just dole it out,
do you know what? I think what you're saying here, Brett, is if they did something sort of like a range that came out monthly.
My word, that's genius. Genius, I tell you.
Genius, I know. But I really like the fact, we've got no Doctor Who on the telly at the moment. I've got 6 weeks in the summer where I'm getting weekly Doctor Who. It's the same Doctor. It's an adventure, and I love it. You need to go and listen to episode 4, Liam.
I will do.
And I want your opinion of what you thought of episode 4, because episode 4, wow. I think you can easily say by episode 3, Ash is pretty broken. Doesn't get better for the poor lad.
No.
However, we find out what race he is.
All right.
Which is really, really interesting. They scan him and they basically go, what the hell is this guy? Because he's from the end of the universe. He's basically a mongrel race.
Right.
But I don't want to spoil it, but I'm going to spoil it slightly. The monsters in this episode are very big fans of different species attributes.
Like in the whole being turned on by those?
As in, they like to pick and choose attributes that they can put into their race.
Oh, the Krillitane.
The Krillitane. but not Krillitane like we're used to.
Cool.
But yeah, the 12th Doctor goes full angry 12th Doctor in this.
Mm. And you know what I really liked about episode 3 as well? The speech about about absence and about grief.
Yep.
Thought was very good.
He goes to Ash in episode 4 and he's like, I know you're angry. Anger is a terrible emotion. However, if you use it right, anger is the best emotion you can hold. So be angry, stay angry, but hold that anger. Use that anger for good. Because the way she dies at the end of episode 3 is are you going to get this series, Brett, the 12th Doctor?
12th Doctor, I'm considering it. I just barely realized, sorry, I was righting a wrong that I had not done. So I just barely, as you guys were talking, picked up the 13th Doctor, D.I. Menzies one. Noticed that I did not have the Cybermen versus the Dalek one. Then realized that I also, because I do like Jonathan Carley as the War Doctor, did not pick up the most recent War Doctor one with the Ronnie, as well as, the future one. So I righted that wrong right now. I'm still considering the 12th Doctor.
Genuinely, like, honest to goodness, it's John Coltrane. It's not Peter Capaldi, but honest to goodness, if you like good, strong, nuanced stories with morals and really, really juicy bits to get your teeth into story-wise, do it. It's okay. If you regret it, then I will buy you a hat. But,
all right,
man, I the TARDIS kills someone.
Ooh,
like, and it's not, this person dies for a reason. The TARDIS straight up kills someone of its own volition. Just dead.
Which I don't think has ever happened before.
Happened before, and she was set up to be the next companion.
Yeah, which is a shame because I quite liked her.
And she gets in, and the TARDIS just goes, nope.
Wow.
And Ash is like, what the hell happened? And the Doctor's like, I've never seen her do this before. She's killed her.
Interesting.
Like, it goes to some dark places. And I like the fact that we're going to get another 6 episodes after these. They've not been announced yet, but we are.
Well, they have been announced in Vortex, but not actually been announced. Not of the pre-order, but yeah, they've.
So we haven't done this in a while. So I guess Legion, what would you rate your Star Cups stuff that you were annoyed into listening?
Annoyed into 8 out of 10. Hands down.
And I haven't obviously listened to episode 4 yet, but I'd give it so far probably a 7.5 out of 10.
Listen to episode 4. Liam, listen to episode 4 tonight.
I will do.
Liam?
I did tell you that I was going to do the podcast and then listen to episode 4. So
Liam, do the podcast. Listen to episode 4. Make yourself a cup of tea. Get yourself a hanky.
Are you going to do series 3 of Star Cops?
Series 2 of Star Cops.
3.
2.
But you've done 2. That's
Mother Earth is series 1.
So
there's one.
I will tell you 2 things. There is a comic series, a 5-part comic series called Star Trek Red Shirts.
I've heard of this.
That is amazing. I think I need to pick that sucker up. Also, I came across this earlier. There is a Hal Jordan Green Lantern bust that contains a Green Lantern power ring holder.
No way.
Yeah. It looks so cool.
Oh, that is cool. I've got very little geeky stuff in. I've got a load of geeky stuff, but it's all in the attic at Alex's, and I've got 3 crates of it, and I can't walk 3 crates up the street. And I don't have much access to a car.
Oh, there's a rumor as well that, again, I will take this with a pinch of salt, but apparently, someone saying someone who apparently was talking to, or knows Derek Jacobi. Rumors are that he may have dementia.
Oh, mind you, he's dead old.
He is, what is he, 85?
85, 86.
Something like that.
I love the fact that if you listen to the interview with him, he's on about his husband. And his husband was a waiter and literally held his coat for him once. And because he was really famous, found out where he lived, went round with a bouquet of flowers, went, I know this is really forward of me, but I think you're a really nice looking guy. I think you're a really nice person. Can I take you out for dinner? And they've been together ever since. I think that's a really sweet story.
Yeah, that is cool.
But yes, on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, next week
right.
we're going to feed Liam to the Zarlak.
Hey, you know
forward
what?
to that.
Zarlak, can't. You know what? Without help and intervention, won't feed itself. So.
Well, no, it won't. Or are we going to feed the Zarlak to Liam?
Ooh.
Place your bets.
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
Bet responsibly, yeah? Oh, dear.
All right. You have been listening to the Doctor Who Alhambra Podcast. Doctor Who is owned and trademarked by the BBC. Doctor Who Alhambra is not affiliated with the BBC or Big Finish. No infringement is intended. Visit our website at alhambrapodcast.weebly.com or email the show at alhambraaudio@gmail.com. Tweet us at Alhambra Podcast. That is ALHAMBRA Podcast. Thank you.
Pull some out your ass, man.